Hey everybody, thanks for joining this short broadcast. Just a quick one to announce the social selling dinner on the 25th of August in London. This is a dinner that I've put together as a result of various conversations online with people who either believe or think that social selling is, saints are sinners, basically. Some people believe that social selling is not authentic, not genuine. Hey, Patrick. Other people think that social selling is the future, and the future of sales is going to be a very different world in the next few years. Personally, I'm going to keep my opinion private until after the dinner, but I did want to invite somebody along who knows much more about this than me. So I managed to actually use social selling techniques to get a hold of Timothy Hughes. And Tim is, I've heard about Tim in various different conversations with people, from Rob over in Chicago to Thomas here in London, and the stuff that I've heard is just really good stuff. A little bit about Tim. He's the second or number two on the global list of 100 social sellers published by Analytic. One of the Forbes top 100 social sellers. He's also top UK online marketing influencers by Top Rank Blog. He's in the top 100 of top global influencers in big data. Top 50 global ERP thought leaders. So the guy has got a lot of credibility. Also a UK business development director at Oracle since December 2011. So somebody with that kind of experience is bound to be able to share some secrets with us and help us to understand social selling. Social selling isn't really just for private individuals. It's also much more applicable to organizations that need to know how to deal with sometimes their customers knowing more about their products than they do themselves. We've seen organizations take advantage of this, and we've also seen other organizations crushed by this. So there's going to be a lot of room for questions. The way in which I'm organizing the dinner is going to be the first hour from 6 o'clock, more just a chat with Tim, a conversation, a talk about what his takes are on social selling, how it works, and how he does it, and how he's done it as the UK Business Development Director at Oracle over the last few years. Try and get some secrets out of him, and also ask him some questions. Be great to do a Twitter chat as well at the same time to get some questions coming in from the floor. And then we'll wrap up about 6:45. We'll have 15 minutes where the room will be converted, and it will be a sit-down dinner like normal, like all the Digi dinners, where people will be able to have a much more informal conversation with Tim answering questions. And not so much a roundtable debate as we've had in the past, but it will be something that everybody will have a chance to talk. Hey, Patrick, it's going to be in London. It's at Brown's on St. Martin's Lane. And it is the top room. They call it Brown's Chambers. It's where I host all of the dinners. There's a great team there, and they can flip the room round from being more of a theatre style, which is probably how it'll be for the first hour, and then change it around to being more of a round table for the dinner. But I can see here just on Tim's LinkedIn, and it's Timothy Hughes. If you guys want to have a look, the date's the 25th. it's there's some amazing stuff that Timothy's been involved with. I mean, not just with Oracle, but also there's a lot of different podcasts going on here. Huge amount of influence in marketing. There's a lot of stuff on Twitter. There's social covers so much now, and even to a degree, it's the dinners as well. The dinners are about being social. I guess meeting people is not as common as it once was. Oh, that's a pity, Patrick. But meeting people is not as common as it once was. But it certainly seems to be coming back. There is a Skype option, yeah. As with all of the dinners, once the date is announced, the event goes on to Eventbrite, and there's normally a Skype option. But if you connect with me on Skype, DIGENTRE, I can also invite you to the broadcast. I normally start them about 5 or 6 minutes before the dinner, because I'm so busy as the dinner starts. I sometimes forget to actually start them. So I normally start them for a few minutes before the dinner. Then I get ready with everything else. But yeah, there's other stuff here on Timothy's LinkedIn, which is conquering the fear of public speaking with ZBuzz. I mean, there's some great stuff. Rise of influence in sales, and it's very active stuff. This is June 2015, April 2015. So there's lots of really relevant stuff going on here. So if anybody does have any questions that they want me to ask Tim, then you can Skype those to me. You can also email them to me at duncan@digital-entrepreneur.com. I'm also on Twitter, DIGENTRE, although I will be changing that shortly, I think, to Deedledhill, make it a little bit more authentic. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So I've put the link inside the title of this Periscope broadcast. I love Periscope, by the way, and this is the first time I've announced an event using Periscope. Most of the other stuff has been either on holiday or doing stuff just private. I recorded King's Cross train station whilst I was having a coffee and got more viewers than I've ever had with anything else, which was quite fun. But now I'm testing it with the business and launching it with, or announcing dinners with it, and then I upload it to YouTube, which I've actually done a few Periscopes during dinners of people talking, which has been quite cool, and I've uploaded those onto YouTube, and I've had a lot of success with views on those. People just not having the time or not being available when I was doing the original Periscope, because they probably themselves are having dinner with their family or something, but the next day they go onto YouTube and they have a look and they see that person talking about their product. We've got an IoT dinner, Internet of Things dinner, on the 27th of August, which is actually going to be at the Deloitte Digital Labs in Farringdon. And we get to play with all of the different technology, from 3D printers through to drones. I mean, it's a crazy place, a lot of fun, if you remember the BBC Model B and all that kind of stuff. But one of the things is that I actually Periscope the guys talking and even playing with a drone. I've done that, and the YouTube views on those are really cool. A lot of people find that stuff, and it's actually on a YouTube page. So I'll also Periscope Timothy whilst he's talking, and I'll upload that to YouTube as well afterwards. So even if you can't make it on the Skype, you'll still be able to see that recording. And with that, that's everything. So any questions, you've got my contact details. And just to summarise, yes, the 25th of August in London. Unfortunately, Patrick, you can't make it, but everyone else is welcome. Okay, ciao.